welcome to the Garden Classroom, and welcome back to our beautiful Three Sisters garden. About a month ago, we made a video, and our corn was, I'm going to say, about 6 or 8 inches tall. And as you can see now, I think some of the tallest stalks are probably closer to 8 feet. So that happened in as little as 4 weeks. And what we did is we created this fabulous little nook here for children to come and hide in. We talked about maybe putting a chess table in here. It's a great little fort. We put some straw down on the ground here. And this is such a fun thing to do, either at home or at your school garden. Kids look for little areas like this. It really invites them to come into the garden. So what we're going to do now is we're going to spend a few minutes and we're going to show you the rest of the Three Sisters garden, and we do it a little unconventionally here. We do it a little bit differently. So we're going to give you an update on how our winter squash and our beans are doing. Now we are checking out our winter squash that we planted with our Three Sisters garden, and much of the growth that you see here is actually secondary leaves. The primary leaves were eaten by a family of raccoons that we have living here near the garden. So these are things that are going to happen, and you just have to figure out how you're going to deal with them. So what we did is we sprayed this with a little garlic and pepper spray to try and keep the raccoons away. And the other thing we did is we went to our local farmer and we picked up some additional seedlings. And your local farmer is always a great resource. And here we have our final sister, the bean. And how wonderful these beans are. They are nitrogen-fixing plants in the garden, which means they have the ability to take nitrogen out of the air and fix it down into the soil. That was really important for the Three Sisters garden because working in combination with our corn, which is a heavy feeder, which is really going to deplete that garden soil of its nitrogen. So the job of the bean plant was to add some of that nitrogen back in. Here in our Three Sisters garden, our bean, rather than climbing on the corn stalk, is actually climbing on a bamboo trellis. This is a recycled senior project. So one of the seniors made this several years ago, and we're just repurposing it. And as you can see, it's a fairly tall trellising structure, and these beans have reached the top and then some. We have the rattlesnake bean growing here. The reason we like the rattlesnake bean, it's wonderful and delicious as a fresh bean, and then it can also be used as a dry bean. So now we have rounded out our Three Sisters garden.